Good morning, everyone. We'll begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Takahama ni kamuzumarimasu kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite sumemi oya kamu izanagi no mikoto tsukushi no himoka no tachihana no odo no ahagihara ni Misogi harai tamo toki ni narimaseru. Harai dono o kami tachi moro moro no maga goto tsumi kegare yo. Harai tamae kiyome tamae tomao sukoto no yoshio. Amatsu kami kuni tsukami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomo ni ame no fuji koma no mimi furi tatete kikoshi mese to kashikomi mo maosu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Kam nagara tamachi haemase. Kam nagara tamachi haemase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated for group Johrei. May God and Meishu-sama bless you. Meishu-sama teaching this morning is entitled Turning to God. It's found on the Daily Inspirations, page 81. Now that I'm enveloped in God's great light, I'm no longer disturbed by the turbulent storms that rage in the world around me. You may be surprised to find the very fate that others experienced yesterday becoming the fate that we ourselves must face today. For such is the way of life. You cannot see the distortion caused by dark forces until it is clearly reflected in God's mirror. For those who lack faith in God, spiritual clouds are removed through suffering. For those who have faith, they are more easily released through God's grace. This grace is God's lifeline to salvation, which God sends to all who are suffering. Some fail to understand it is there, or are not able to grab it and reach salvation due to the weight of the spiritual clouds on their spiritual bodies. However, when they later experience suffering through such things as disease, accidents, or natural disasters, these clouds are lessened. As one's spiritual body becomes lighter, the ability to access this lifeline increases. However, if a person cannot grab onto God's lifeline to salvation even after hearing a wonderful teaching, then that person's clouds must still be further reduced by some means. Even if you could force someone to grab the lifeline, they will let go or lose their grip. However, if a person receives Johrei, sufficient purification to find and hold onto this lifeline to salvation can be easily and quickly achieved. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association Headquarters morning service. Thank you also for your continuous prayers towards world peace, the victims of wars, of natural disasters, as well as man-made disasters. This morning, the faith experience I want to share with you is from Barbara Diaz Cruz from Niterói, Rio de Janeiro. In early 2013, Barbara separated from her husband. She felt very hurt and couldn't forgive him. The only link they shared was their son, then 5 years old. As the months went by, when her husband went to visit their son, Barbara began to notice that he was calmer, happier, and treated them with more care and attention. At the end of that year, he commented that he was attending a place that did him a lot of good. The place was a Johrei center and invited Barbara to visit it, which began attending the Johrei center with their son. The beginning of the following year, the three of them received the Ohikari, and Barbara and her husband began to live together again. They began to dedicate together. Barbara acquired more and more conviction in Johrei, and serving God became something very important to her. They were able to overcome their purifications by engaging in our practice of faith and consequently strengthen themselves spiritually. April 2022, her husband felt very ill with severe chest pains and had to be rushed to the hospital by a neighbor. As being a heart patient, and had been undergoing treatment since 2007 when he suffered his first heart attack. He received first aid and was moved to a larger hospital. During the journey inside the ambulance, Barbara prayed to God, asking for his strength and channeling him Johrei. The doctor's concerned face conveyed the seriousness of the situation. Upon arriving at the hospital, he suffered a cardiac arrest that lasted 2 minutes, when finally the medical team managed to revive him. The doctors told Barbara that he was born again, and she could only thank God and Meishu-sama for his life. After 4 days, he was discharged. He was vivacious and excited. Did even look like he had survived a heart attack. The health professionals did not understand how a person could be so well after everything he had been through. This only reinforced Barbara's conviction in the miracle that her husband had received and that he had been cared for by Meishu-sama. Today he's 68 years old, is back to work, dedicating himself, and is doing very well. Barbara has no words to thank God and Meishu-sama. She now renews her commitment to serve the work of salvation of humanity and the construction of paradise on earth. Thank you very much for attending this morning service and listening to this powerful faith experience. Wish you all a very blessed day, and with this concludes our morning service.